There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
All you got to do is look it up.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. It's Fields. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Steps away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Big hold to the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. On the screen, this is Edmonds. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Tua to throw again. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In his own end zone, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw. Room past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. To the air. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. This ball is caught by Shaheen. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. There with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Fields. He is going to find Hill here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On first down, it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to go. It's Fields. Open man is Waddle, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Play action. Now it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, here's Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd down and 7. Allen. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Howard has the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push push the lead up to 17.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Fields now to throw.
Able to find Shaheen here. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Fields.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Singletary again. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Well, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Fields on first down. Forced out to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Freeman. They find some open field here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And Charles, I